You are about to listen to a Jason Burgos exclusive interview.
Jason, what's going on, amigo?
I'm fantastic. I'm pretty excited to talk to you. I never imagined, even as a long-time professional wrestling fan, that my MMA work would get me to talking to a former Royal Rumble and WWE champion. It's a weird world this MMA journalism thing is.
Amigo, thank you so much. Thank you for your words. And no, it's my pleasure, my friend.
All right, so of course, like I said, I'm well aware of your professional wrestling experience and your achievements, but we are not here to talk about that. We are here to talk about MMA. So talk to me about your MMA past. When your amateur wrestling career was over, was there a thought to go into MMA before following your family into professional wrestling?
No, to be honest, being a pro wrestler was always my dream. Since I was a little boy, as many people know, I grew up watching my grandpa, my father, my uncle, my entire family doing pro wrestling, and that's why I wanted to become a pro wrestler. But then when I started in pro wrestling, it was a hard awakening to see that money doesn't come that easy in this business. Like you have to bust your trasero, you have to bust your ass if you want to make it to the top and start making money. So when I started the first year, I was only doing like $50-$70 per match.
Wow.
Like so, I would be in a bus ride for 12 hours from Mexico to Monterrey, perform, and I was only making $50-$75, and then another 12 hours on the way back. Mm-hmm. And so after 8-9 months, I was like, damn it, it's not as easy as I thought it was going to be. Being the son of a legend and being a third generation wrestler, I was having double thoughts about remaining as a pro wrestler, remaining in the pro wrestling business. When this Japanese promoter, Mr. Sayeki, the owner of Deep, contacted me and offered me a fight. He called me and he said, "Hey man, would you fight the Japanese champion for $20,000?" And I was doing $50 at the time, my friend. So I immediately said, "You give me $20,000, I will go to Japan in a boat. I will take a boat and cross and we'll go across the ocean and fight your champion and beat the crap out of your champion for $20,000." Mm-hmm. Thank God he didn't take my word too seriously about taking the boat to Japan. But I did go to Japan and I fought Kengo Watanabe and I ended up winning in less than 3 minutes and I shocked the world. I became the first masked luchador fighting in a pro fighting MMA league or company and getting the victory.
Like, how much training because I saw that you had the background in the amateur wrestling, you had aspirations to be an Olympian. Did you do a lot of training beforehand? Like, how many weeks of preparation? Did you do striking, any kind of other training? Because considering how good your wrestling already was at that point, or not really, you just expected to kick his ass.
Yeah, I went back to the amateur wrestling gym. I called my former trainer, rest in peace, Leonel Kolesnik, and I told him about fighting in Japan, and of course he was familiar with the sport because they do a lot of sambo in Russia. It's a little bit different, but it's pretty much like grappling. It's wrestling combined with judo and other mixed martial arts. He took me back and we started doing amateur wrestling again. I also got in touch with a good friend, also rest in peace, Franco Garcia, who was one of the trainers at Jordan Gym in Mexico, the boxing gym, the famous boxing gym in Mexico City, where many champions from Mexico used to train. And that's when I started in the world of boxing. And I was just combining wrestling, amateur wrestling, and boxing. So, I went to Japan not knowing anything about jiu-jitsu, anything about other submissions that the ones you learn when you're a practitioner of amateur wrestling. And thank God I ended up winning. With all honesty, I can say this: if the Japanese champion Campbell would have kept that fight on our feet, just with boxing, he probably would have won. Thank God he wanted to wrestle me. He came and clinched with me, and then the rest is history. I ended up like projecting him on the canvas, and I broke his arm in 3 different pieces.
Wow.
And well, then I won that match. Everything was on my side that night, and then that was the fight that changed my life, because not only I started my MMA career, I did other 10 more fights in Japan and South America and in Mexico. But that was also the reason why the main pro wrestling companies turned their head to see who was this Mexican guy who was doing pro wrestling, and he was doing also MMA. And that's how I ended up working for the biggest companies in pro wrestling.
What is, because you became a superstar in WWE, and that's like a crazy busy schedule. What is how passionate are you about mixed martial arts in all that time and all these years? Do you still follow the sport closely? UFC, all these different brands. Like, is your passion for mixed martial arts on the same level as your passion for professional wrestling?
Well, pro wrestling has always been my love. It has always been the love of my life. But MMA would be, I don't know how to put it. Maybe like when you get divorced and you remarry, and you married again.
Yeah.
That would be the perfect analogy for me. I was married to pro wrestling for many years. I still love pro wrestling, but let's put it this way: I got divorced with pro wrestling, and in MMA I found my new wife. To put it that way.
I like that.
I have a lot of passion. Working for Combate Americas it's amazing. This company, they're doing everything I wanted to have in other companies, not only pro wrestling but also MMA companies. I heard from many promoters, many companies, hey Alberto, if you come to this company, if you put your signature in this contract, we're going to be not only pushing you, but also pushing other Latin Mexican talent, and they never did it. But here in Combate Americas, since day number 1, they have been supporting Latin, Hispanic talent. The flavor of the company is Hispanic, is Latin. The 75-80% of our fighters are from Latin origins. And that makes me really happy. So working for this company, being part of this amazing ride that Combate Americas has been or is, going to the top and watching this company rise, watching these amazing young, talented fighters rise and on the way to become big stars in the sports, it gives me goosebumps every single time I'm watching them fight, and that's why I was always like going back and forth from, oh yeah, I'm gonna do it, I'm not gonna do it, yes, I'm gonna do it, I'm not gonna do it, and then I finally decided to do it because some people know that I got divorced. I had to fight for many things to get my kids. To the process of getting divorced was really hard for me, emotionally, physically, but I always had my company, my family from Combate Americas, especially my boss and an amazing friend, Campbell, McLaren, supporting me, being there with me, for me in those hard days. And this year, when everything went back on track, and I'm with my family, I'm with my children, I'm happy, I'm focused, I'm in a positive and an amazing set of mind. I started evaluating or reevaluating everything, where I want to go, what I want to do, and that's when I said to myself, hey, you know what? I have nothing to prove to anybody. There's only one person in this world that I have something to prove, and it's to myself. I have to prove myself that I'm back, that I'm still that amazing man, that I'm that amazing athlete, and the best way to give back something to the sport to my family, to my company, will be jumping in that howler, in that cage, and performing, fighting, and by doing that, not only I will be proving myself that I'm completely back, but I will also help this company to get to that level where we want this company to be, and that's how I ended up deciding to fight again, or to do one night comeback next year around March or April. That's what we're thinking, doing it in March or April.
Now, speaking, you mentioned McLaren. How did you first meet Campbell McLaren, and what were the series of events that got you involved in the promotion and made you believe, yes, he's saying he wants to help and his staff want to help promote Latin American athletes? I believe him.
Well, the way we started, Campbell McLaren and I, the way we started our first working relationship and then friendship was because many people don't even know this, but I've been with this company since the first event, since Combate Americas 1 in Vegas. That's when Campbell McLaren and I met. He invited me to be part of the company. He wanted me to fight. Yeah, that's how we started. But I was back then. Many people know this, but he's an honest man. I'm an honest man. So we talked about it, and I said, "Hey, Campbell, I'm not so sure if I want to fight again. Sometimes I feel like I want to, but some other times I don't feel that hungry anymore. So I'm not so sure. Let me go back into the MMA gym and see if I still have it. If I'm still hungry for this." So I went back. This is 4 years ago. 4 years ago, I went back to the MMA gym. I was there for 2 or 3 weeks, and I remember doing sparring in that was here in San Antonio at James Leahy's gym, and I was doing sparring with another boxer, and with a boxer, a young kid in his 20s, and I remember having my little boy Joseph, my son Joseph, who was 4 years at the time. When this happened, he was 4 years old when this happened, and I just remember my little boy saying, "Hey, Daddy, when we going home? When we going home?" And I was like, "I'm just gonna do one more round." And I think it was round number 4 or 5, and we were trading punches, and then I just from nowhere, I threw a Roberto Manos de Piedra Duran out there, and I was like, no más. I was like, no más. And I remember James saying, "Hey, Alberto, what the fuck are you doing?" And I was like, "Why are you taking your fucking gloves off?" And I was like, sorry, man, sorry, and sorry for making you waste your time this past few weeks, but I don't feel hungry anymore. Of course, it was different times. I grabbed my little boy and I went home. Yeah. When coming into this amazing country, to United States, has given me many things, success, money, fame, and back then, 4 years ago, I felt like I didn't have to go that far, that I didn't have anything more to accomplish or to prove. It was different times. It was a different era. And I went back home. I called Campbell and I said, "Man, I'm so sorry. I just, I'm not hungry. And I'm a passionate man. Yeah. A passionate person. And if I'm going to be doing something, it's because I'm going to have the passion for it, the love for it. Yeah. And I don't feel that way about MMA anymore." And then he was like, and then Campbell said, "Hey, man, thank you so much for being so honest, and I'm pretty sure I will find something for you in the future, because I'm pretty sure you can help us build something amazing with this company." And then he did. He called me 6 months after that, a year after that, and he said, "Hey, you know what? We have a good group of investors, and I think we can do something amazing with this company. Will you help us build something great for Latin talent, for Latin athletes?" And of course, I said yes, and well, the rest is history. Now I'm helping this company with a lot of people because we have a. That's why I call this company the Combate Americas Familia, because it's like a family. All the people working in this company, they go out of their way to do or to bring something to the table of Combate Americas and help this promotion to get to the place where we want to take it. And now we're like we're doing amazing things. I remember those days when we used to call fighters and pretty much beg fighters to come and fight for us. And these days we have fighters from other organizations wanting to come to Combate Americas, calling us, knocking on our door because they want to be part of this amazing company.
I love the old school vibe of Combate promoting a classic 8-man, one-night tournament. First, give me some basics on how this plays out, because I know this is the second time. Is each fight 3 rounds, or is it similar to more recent tournaments where it's maybe 2 rounds? I mean, and how much time do the fighters get in between fights? And also, do you know the amounts that fighters that lose in the quarterfinals, semifinals, and the finals runner-up make?
Yeah, no, this is amazing. This is going to be amazing again, because last year with Copa Combate #1, last year in Cancun, I think that was the moment where the networks, sponsors, investors, they knew about it, but I think that's when they realized what we have in our hands, and they saw the big opportunity that they will have if they continue with this amazing company, and they continue trusting us their money to take this company to the place where we're taking it. Because it was an amazing event to be there and watch 8 fighters from 8 different nationalities competing for $100,000. I mean, amigo, $100,000 is a lot of money everywhere.
Yeah.
I mean, I was in Mexico promoting the company. They a journalist was asking me stuff about Copa Combate, and he was like, "Man, that's a lot of money here in Mexico." And I said, "That's a lot of money everywhere.
Yeah.
That's a lot of money in America.
Yeah.
In America as well." And this year in 2018, we have the plus of not only giving those $100,000 for the champion, they're gonna take home the biggest trophy in sports. Like the Copa, the actual Copa is amazing. It's made with gold, and it's 6 foot tall. It's a beautiful trophy, a beautiful trophy that they're gonna be taking home. And yes, it's gonna be the same format. 8-man competing one night. The champion has to, in order to become the champion, you have to fight 3 times in one night. The first round. It will be just one 5-minute round. We're not gonna let them use elbows or knees because if they get caught with one of those elbows,
right,
and there's big probabilities that they would not make it to the second round, even if they win, right? So that's why we're not letting them use knees or elbows in the first round, which I repeat is gonna be just 1 round, 5 minutes, and then for the second round will be the same stuff. It's going to be 3 rounds in the second round or semifinal. Not use elbows or knees still, but it's going to be a 3-round, 5-minute fight.
Okay.
And then the final is everything goes. Another 3 rounds or 5 minutes, but they're going to be able to use absolutely everything. Standard holds, elbows, knees. Like they do in any other company out there.
Now, going into this featherweight tournament next week, give me 2 fighters you may feel are the favorites that people should look out for when they're watching this, and also give me 2 fighters you feel are dark horses that they may surprise and impress, and really viewers need to keep their eyes on.
Well, that's the same. All the fighters in this company, they have something to prove, my friend. And this is why I'm so excited about this company, about these fighters. That's why I invest so much time with them. That's one thing. My boss, my friend, he's he's a businessman, but he loves the sport with all of his heart, and he cares about these fighters, and that's the reason I'm so passionate about this project, about this company, and that's why I spend so much time with these guys, because I can see not only I see them not just as athletes or as fighters. I spend time with these guys to get to know them and see where they coming from, where they want to go in their life, and they like the stories of these guys, these fighters. The stories are fantastic, and that's why I love so much these kids. Mm-hmm. And I can tell you this: all of the fighters in Copa are exciting fighters, amazing fighters. They have something to offer. Mm-hmm. But since you want me to give you two fighters that I think they will be the ones with most probabilities of winning this, I will say number one, Andres Quintana, the man representing United States. Mm-hmm. To me, he's one of the best fighters in the world. He's amazing. His ground game is amazing. He has heavy hands. He's fast. He's smart. Every time he fights, you see the same face. He doesn't show you any emotions, anything that can tell you that he's hurt or that he's getting cocky. He's a really smart fighter that he knows when to attack, how to attack, and when you have a talented fighter but also smart, it's a dangerous man and with the highest probabilities of winning everything. Mm-hmm. The second one will be the Peruvian fighter. Mm-hmm. That man Marlon, he has another amazing story behind him. His girlfriend died earlier this year, and he's dedicating this fight to her spirit. Mm-hmm. And when we did those tryouts in South America, we got really impressed by this guy. He's a machine. Like he's a well-rounded fighter, and with something that is moving him forward, but and also with something to prove. He looks like a beast. His body is like, he looks like a heavier fighter. He has muscle everywhere. He has muscle behind his ears. I mean, so when you have a guy like that with something in his head and fighting with his heart, you know that man is going to be a dangerous man that night in Fresno, California. So those two guys will be my picks to win this tournament. And the one that I could say that we don't know much things about him will be the Colombian fighter, Bedoya. Yeah. Because yes, he's the number one fighter in Colombia, but he has never fight out of Colombia. So that tells you that he doesn't have too much experience. Yeah. If you look at this on the paper, but that also tells you that man, he wants to be somebody. He has something to prove to his family, to his country, to himself. He wants to be somebody in life and in the sport. And when you have that in a fighter, you know that man, he has nothing to lose. He's gonna bring it all because he has nothing to lose. But if he wins this, he'll become a legend in just one day, one night.
Now, anyone who watches fight sports knows about the love of boxing in many Latin American countries, especially Mexico, Puerto Rico, and the UFC has made it a point to go to certain Spanish-speaking countries yearly now. For people here in the U.S. that may not understand, how big has MMA caught on in Latin America and in Spain, which you Combate goes a lot to, all of that?
Well, it's huge. That's the thing. That's the problem, and that's a good problem. That's a good problem that UFC has, and it's helping us here in Combate Americas to grow and continue growing, because that was the set of mind of UFC. They thought there was no level or high level of MMA in Latin America. They were like looking us down when it comes to that. And that's why they were not investing money, time, or anything in Latin America or Latin fighters. They were investing in Brazilian fighters. They have always done that because, you know, it was Brazilian fighters the ones starting this company, wrestlers and jiu-jitsu guys. But that they did it at first, and then they for whatever reason they stopped doing it, or they didn't really do it too seriously, and that's fantastic for us because we're taking advantage of what we know. We knew the level in MMA in Latin America is high, is great, and especially, like I've been saying since the beginning of this interview, all these kids, they have something to prove. Like, they have nothing in their countries, and we are giving them they finally have a place where they can showcase their talent, where they can show the world everything they have to offer. We're taking care of them financially, physically, mentally. We invest time with these kids. For us, they are our friends. They are our friends helping us take this company where we want to take this company. For us, they're not just another pair of gloves. For us, we know their names. We spend time with them. They can, whenever they want to talk to someone like me or like Mike Afrowitz or like the owner of the company, my friend Campbell, McLaren, they can do it. We always have time for them. We're not like they do in other companies where they can never reach the boss. They can never talk to the people in charge of the company. Here, we're always open. We're always ready to talk to them if they need us, because we know that if we have happy fighters, they will give us absolutely everything inside the cage. And if they give us everything inside the cage, the fans will see that at home, and they will invest their time, their money in our product.
Researching the promotion, I mean, Combate is, of course, geared towards the Latino fan base, and that is fantastic. It's smart, and the numbers of the company's earnings shows the genius in that strategy. And in ways, it reminds me a lot of One Championship and pushing hard into the Asian market and really building themselves up there. And I actually asked Chatrade Sit Young Tong from One a similar question last week, in that, considering how well you guys are doing in the Spanish-speaking market, do you really need English-speaking fans to continue to grow? And if you do, why?
We do, because even though there's billions Spanish speakers in the world, the business language, the money language is English. And we cannot deny that. And you know, I'm a Mexican. I'm proud of being Mexican. I'm proud of my roots and the place I was born, the place I'm coming from. But the business language is English. So if we want to make serious money, if we want to continue making serious money, if we want to continue making serious money, we have to approach to all the market. And because we know what we have, we know we have an amazing product, full with action, with passion, with these guys going and giving us absolutely everything. That's why we have the highest average in submissions and knockouts, and that's what people want to see. They want to see two talented fighters, skilled fighters, going at it and giving everything inside the cage, not leaving anything behind, because they have something to prove. That's the difference between our company and the rest.
Yeah.
Our guys, they go there and they leave it all. They're not afraid of, I'm not gonna risk it all, because if for whatever reason I get caught in one of those punches and they knock me out, I will not have that $1 million fight in 6 months. These guys, they give it all. They give it all because they know they have their countries behind them. They're carrying their countries over their shoulders, their families, and that's why they come and they just explode. Yeah. You see fireworks. They go to a toe-to-toe. They're not afraid of what's going to happen tomorrow. They live in that moment. They live their present, because they know if they do well that day in their present, their future is going to be fantastic. And that's why English speakers started to approach to us, because they wanted to enjoy Combate, because they were enjoying what they were watching, but they couldn't understand what they were saying or what we were saying, and that's why we decided to go into that market as well, and it's working fantastic because now they can not only watch, they can understand. We can tell them the Combate Americas message, and English speakers are loving it.
All right, now a final question. I'm enjoying the conversation. It's a pleasure to talk to you. Now, this is a very interesting time to push MMA in an English-speaking audience in America because, for one, the competition is as strong as ever, Bellator, PFL, all this stuff going on, UFC. But also, this is just a very odd time in American life. We have a president that's anti-immigrant and just seems anti-brown people, which is nuts. Is there a fear that this is a tough time to promote a brand built around Hispanic fighters? Of course, there's definitely U.S. fighters, but, from Central America, South America. Or can this be a unique opportunity to be a company that bridges a gap and connects with people through fight sports?
So this is a unique opportunity to do that, my friend. I'm glad you asked me that. I'm glad you said it the way you said it. Because that's what we're doing. We are creating hope. We are showing this young generations that dreams come true, that if you work hard, if you give it all every day of your life, your dreams will come to life. Your dreams will be no dreams, and you're gonna be living them because they will be a reality. They will not just be dreams, they will be a reality. We are creating role models with these young fighters. And we're telling children. That's why every time we do an event, we have a lot of kids in teenagers, kids in our shows. And because we're showing them the beauty of this sport. We are showing them through these guys, the fighters inside the cage, that when you put your heart, your spirit, your passion behind something, you will be rewarded and become somebody in this life. That's what we're doing. That's what I did when I came to this country. Even people in Mexico were criticizing me because I removed the mask. I stopped using my father's name and removed that mask that I used to wear when I started in pro wrestling. But I knew what was I doing. I was coming here for the great opportunity that this amazing country offered me, and I seized that opportunity, and I accomplished what I needed to accomplish because I work hard every day, and I was always aiming high. And that's why my friend and boss Campbell McLaren invited me to come here, because he knew I would be showing that. I would be showing these young talented fighters that dreams come true. I'm the perfect example of the American dream. That if you come and you work, you will be rewarded. And now those fighters are doing that with the young generations behind them, with those kids watching them every single event that we have. And I know this is difficult times for Latins, for Hispanics, not only here in America, but for everywhere in the world. But we are showing them that there's a place where they can go, especially to these fighters, because these fighters have been knocking doors for many years, and they always say no. We're showing these kids that this company, it's a perfect place for them. This company will be home for them. All they have to do is call us, knock on our doors, and we will never say no. If you have the talent, you have a spot in this company.